Good morning. I'm very glad to be back here in Westminster with you on this Lord's Day. From the bulletin, you will see that I'm a mission co-worker of the PCUSA, and I am responsible for our mission relationships in the Caribbean region, based in the Dominican Republic. I'm also one of several mission co-workers that your congregation supports, and I'm very grateful for your faithful support for my ministry and for the ministry of our partner church in the Dominican Republic. In the DR, as it's called, we are dealing with questions like, how do we love our neighbor when over 50% of the country's population lives below the Dominican poverty line? How do we love our neighbors who are Haitian immigrants and in danger of being deported? How do we show the love of God in communities that have so little hope for a brighter future? The situations there, as everywhere, are long-term problems with roots in injustice and often indifference. So long-term vision and solutions that address these root causes of the situations are needed. In 2012, our partner church, the Dominican Protestant Church, that we helped to begin in the 1880s, we began a pilot project in the middle of a sugarcane producing area in the southwestern part of the country. The majority of the 350 families who live in that area, in that particular community, are Haitian immigrants, many of whom started as migrant workers and over the years have settled there. As we began with an approach that has been used with good results in many other countries, it is called Community Health Evangelism, or CHE for short. It's an approach to holistic health, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. And it is a grassroots approach done at the local community level. In some places, especially in the U.S., this approach is called neighborhood or community transformation. You may have heard of it under that name. Our partner church already had a small chapel in that community as well as a health clinic. And as PCUSA, we sent mission co-worker Jenny Bent to work in that clinic at the request of our partner. Jenny and the Dominican clinic staff spent about a year and a half listening to the community, talk about the health of that community and what the problems were. And over time, the community elected a development committee, and then we were able to sponsor training for that committee and for community volunteers who were interested in community-directed improvements. By the end of 2014, that pilot project in that bate, as it's called, that was evaluated, and it was quite interesting, some of the things that they were able to do as a result of the training and the organization through the committee. They educated families about the rights of children and how to document their births with the government. So they were registered as citizens. This has been important justice work in the Dominican Republic so that these children would be eligible for education and for health care. They organized cleanup campaigns in some areas of the community that had prevalent standing water and caused lots of mosquito-borne diseases. They organized a sewing class and graduated 12 participants with new skills. And perhaps the most impressive accomplishment was in that year, due to their efforts, there were 0 adolescent pregnancies, which was a huge problem in that part of the country. And they raised funds within their community to do all those things, through movie nights, even a community talent show. These accomplishments came from the efforts of the community itself, but they were made possible by the training they received and continue to receive as part of this methodology. We give thanks to God for these accomplishments and for the new sense of hope and confidence that we see among those who've been participating. With your financial support and the support of the leadership of the Dominican Church, we have expanded that training now to 2 of the areas in the south, the southeast and the eastern parts of the country, which are the poorest regions. We've moved to the capital and introduced an urban version of this same methodology. And just this year, we have expanded to the north of the country, training church leaders in each of those communities where our Dominican church partner has congregations. Friends, this is slow work. It's a long-term vision. It's one community at a time with lots of fits and starts and redos. But that seems to be the way of effecting long-term change in communities, one at a time. And we come alongside the efforts the communities are making and help with their priorities. Westminster's support of this effort has been critical, and we can't thank you enough for that support, for the Che work, for your partnership through your annual mission visit, your support of the ministries of other mission co-workers and my own, and through your prayers. We need those. We're in this together, and we trust that the God who raised Jesus from the dead is able and willing to raise seemingly dead communities to new life and new hope. Thank you.